Who uses an ashtray for a drop? Now I smell like what? Cigarettes. I have a crypt I'd like to show you. Complete columnar transposition is just a special case of incomplete columnar. From a software point of view, they're the same thing. But manually, decrypting and solving is more difficult because first we have to determine the column width and then the lengths of each individual column. I'll meet you in the training room. As with complete columnar, for incomplete, we want our plaintext and a numeric key. Say we use peanut brittle is not and the key 3241. Write the key down and then write the plaintext under the key in rows. 3241. PEAN UTBRITTLEISNOT. Take the columns off in ascending key numeric order and write them in groups of 5. For 1, NRLN. For 2, ETTIT. For 3, PUIEO. For 4, ABTS. Giving us NRLNE, TTITP, UIEOA, BTS. As I mentioned at the top, decryption isn't as straightforward as for complete columnar. It helps to have a numbered spreadsheet template for each width, say from 3 to 10. Then take the crypt length and block out the part of the rectangle we need. Using the key 3241 and knowing that our text length is 18 letters, we can see that columns 2 and 3 will be 5 letters long, and 1 and 4 will be 4 letters each. Alternatively, we can divide the message length by the width to get 4 with 2 left over. We know the columns to the left will each be 1 letter longer, so we can just write the column lengths under the key as column 3 is 5, column 2 is 5, 4 and 1 are both 4. Regardless of how we get this far, we take off the crypt text in row segments as given by the column lengths. Our text was NRLNE, TTITP, UIEOA, BTS. Segment 1 is NRLN, segment 2, ETTIT, segment 3, PUIEO, segment 4, ABTS. To be honest, at this point there's no real need to write the text in columns. Just rearrange the rows in key order and read the plain text off in columns from left to right. And actually, we could have saved ourselves a step by writing the correct row segments directly in key order. For 1 in our key, we write NRLN. For 2 in our key, we write ETTIT. For 3 in our key, we write PUIEO. And for 4 in our key, we write ABTS. Taking the text off in columns, we get peanut brittle is snot. Adding the word spacing, peanut brittle is not. Okay, that's everything for encrypting and decrypting incomplete columnar transposition. If I stopped here, we'd have a really short video. So I'm going to include a little omake, as they say in Japan, or extra. I mentioned in episode 2, while introducing columnar transposition, that certain military forces used columnar for double transposition in World Wars I and II. So what exactly is double transposition? First, let's go back to the idea of code books. We can use either a 1-book or a 2-book for our purposes right now. Say we have the message, reinforcements needed on left flank. Send help now. Looking up the plain text in our code book, we get the following assignments. For reinforcements, 5:13:29. Needed, 0:74:17. On, 8:64:13. Left, 1:72:86. Flank, 5:68:71. Send, 9:01:02. Help, 0:44:24. Now, 3:21:21. The first 2 rules anyone should keep in mind for communication security are: the enemy can read our transmissions, and the enemy knows the system we're using. This means that the difficulty in solving a crypt should never rely on overly tricky encryption and decryption methods, since the enemy knows what they are too. Instead, the security of the cipher system should lie in the ranges of keys the system can employ. To overly simplify things, of course. Yes, encoding a message does make it harder to read, but if the enemy has enough messages to work with, they will eventually break your books. To slow them down, so you don't have to keep issuing all new books every couple of weeks, we'll encrypt the coded message with a transposition step. In our case right now, we'll use Columnar. Looking at our message, it's pretty obvious that if we use a width of 5, we're going to get a complete Columnar cipher, which is the first thing they're going to check. Instead, let's use message for our keyword, which gives us a key of 5267143 and a width of 7. If you don't remember how to create a key number from a word, check out the last video. Apply the Columnar transposition on the coded message. Write the message under the key in rows. Take the columns off in ascending numeric order. We'll group in 5s here for convenience, but you don't have to. The final cipher is then 96894 11118 22715 14046 02543 60337 77012 82142. Unfortunately, again, with a large enough base of encrypted messages to work with, the enemy can eventually unravel the encryption step and get to the codes. Having enough valid codes that appear consistently in certain locations in the coded message will be taken as proof that they've cracked the transposition step. This is why some military and diplomatic groups would apply transposition more than once to get double, triple, or even quadruple systems. So, double transposition in our situation refers to applying incomplete columnar transposition twice to the coded message, either with the same key or a different one. Remembering that having more than one key means that everyone sending and receiving messages has to have copies of these extra keys, and by adding complexity, you add more ways for errors to slip in. Let's just apply our second transposition step using the same keyword of message. Write in rows, take off in columns in ascending order, group in 5s. And the cipher we send to our recipient is 42460 26115 72110 32176 01915 23888 44719 20374. Our recipient decrypts this twice, as described above, also using the same key, getting the coded message, which they then look up in their codebook to eventually read reinforcements needed on left flank, send help now. Can the enemy solve this one too? Given enough time? Yes. But on the battlefield where most of these messages were being sent, it's not necessary to make them completely unreadable. You just want to keep them from being read until they're stale. If the message warns of an airstrike at 1400 hours, and the enemy breaks the message the following day, knowing what the message says isn't going to help them much. Double transposition is just intended to slow the enemy's cryptographers down enough to give your military leaders time to work unimpeded. The important thing is to change keys frequently to keep the enemy guessing. And just in case you're getting worried, the black chamber does not use double or triple transposition. If you want to try your hand at solving incomplete columnar transposition, I pinned a few practice scripts in the comments below. If you want to get some methods for solving incomplete columnar ciphers, you can join the black chamber on Patreon to get access to the next video when it comes out, or wait until it goes public on YouTube sometime later. That's enough for now. See you at the next drop point. Got questions, comments, or suggestions? Leave them in the comments below. Enjoyed this video? Then I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you want to show further support, you can join us over at the Black Chamber Patreon page, where you can get access to more how-to videos and PDFs on solving the cipher types covered here, additional crypts to solve, and more. Links pinned in the comments below. See you at the next drop point.